16代目のクラウン、日本の歴史に重ね合わせれば、それは明治維新です。ご覧ください。新しい時代の幕開けです。
Quick question. If the future of cars is electric, then why does Toyota seem like that one kid in class who refuses to do the group project? While Tesla, Mercedes, and BMW are all charging forward like your phone on a 1% battery warning, Toyota just shrugs and says, "Nah, I've got a different idea." But why would one of the world's biggest car makers go against the trend? Do they know something the rest of us don't? Here's the shocking part. Toyota engineers believe electric cars are not the only solution to a green future. In fact, they've been working on something so unexpected that it has left the entire EV industry scratching their heads like, wait, did we miss a memo? So, what exactly is Toyota hiding under the hood? And why are they resisting a full electric takeover when almost every other automaker is betting their entire future on EVs? Remember, this isn't a company afraid of change. In 1997, Toyota introduced the Prius, the first mass-market hybrid. People thought it was a gimmick, but Toyota proved them wrong and started a revolution that made hybrids mainstream. Fast forward to today, and while rivals like Tesla, Rivian, and Lucid made headlines with battery EVs, Toyota doubled down on hybrids and quietly explored hydrogen. Critics call this outdated. Toyota calls it realistic. Toyota's stance became clear in 2021 when it refused to sign the COP26 pledge to stop selling gas cars by 2040. Instead of promising a full EV future, they said the world simply isn't ready. Think about it. Toyota sells cars in over 200 countries. Many don't have charging stations, stable electricity grids, or even the resources to maintain EVs. For those markets, forcing a switch to electric cars isn't just hard, it's impossible. Toyota's point is simple. A one-size-fits-all EV mandate could leave millions of drivers stranded. Former CEO Akio Toyoda, yes, his last name is Toyota, was the driving force behind this approach. Unlike other executives, he openly said EVs were being overhyped. He wasn't anti-electric, but he argued they weren't the only answer. Under his leadership, Toyota kept refining hybrids, developed hydrogen engines, and explored solid-state batteries instead of going all in on lithium-ion EVs. His message? Slow down. The rush to an all-electric world isn't as simple as it sounds. On paper, EVs are amazing. No tailpipe emissions, lower running costs, and futuristic tech. But Toyota points to hidden problems. First, power grids. If EVs go mainstream, electricity demand could skyrocket. Toyota estimates the US alone would need 40% more power by 2030. And much of that electricity still comes from fossil fuels. Second, battery mining. Lithium, cobalt, and nickel mining destroys ecosystems and often involves unethical labor practices. EVs might cut exhaust emissions but create new environmental costs. Third, recycling. EV batteries last 8 to 15 years, and large-scale recycling is still undeveloped. What happens when millions of these batteries reach end of life? Fourth, cost. The average EV in the US costs over $50,000. Without subsidies, most people can't afford them. And finally, charging. Unlike gas stations, chargers aren't everywhere. Home charging takes hours, and many people in apartments or street parking don't even have access. Add it all up, and you see why Toyota insists EVs can't be the only solution. Instead of betting everything on batteries, Toyota is investing heavily in hydrogen combustion engines. Cars like the Corolla Cross H2 and GR Yaris H2 prototypes burn compressed hydrogen instead of gasoline. The result? Almost zero emissions, instant refueling, and the same engine sound and feel drivers love. Hydrogen has clear advantages. Refueling in minutes, long driving ranges like gas cars, stable performance in hot and cold weather, and lighter weight, since they don't need giant batteries. Sounds perfect, right? Well, there's a catch. The biggest obstacle is infrastructure. Hydrogen fueling stations are rare and expensive to build. In the US, almost all are in California. Second, most hydrogen today is produced using natural gas, which still creates carbon emissions. Toyota is pushing for green hydrogen from renewable energy, but it's costly and not yet scalable. Finally, price. Filling a hydrogen tank can cost $60 to $80, which is often more expensive than charging an EV. So while hydrogen is promising, it's not ready for mass adoption yet. While developing hydrogen, Toyota hasn't abandoned hybrids. In fact, they're doubling down. Hybrids and plug-in hybrids are cheaper, don't require charging networks, and cut emissions significantly. For drivers in developing countries or regions without EV infrastructure, hybrids are the most realistic path to greener driving. And for trucks and buses, Toyota sees hydrogen fuel cells as the better solution. Heavy-duty vehicles can't waste hours charging giant batteries. Hydrogen refueling solves that problem. Toyota isn't against EVs. They're even developing solid-state batteries that could transform electric cars. But they argue the future won't belong to one technology. Think about history. Gasoline didn't kill diesel. Airplanes didn't replace trains. Solar didn't wipe out wind or hydro. Different solutions coexist. Toyota believes cars will be the same. EVs in some markets, hydrogen for heavy transport, and hybrids for everyday drivers. It's not about resisting progress. It's about making sure progress works for everyone. So, what do you think? Is Toyota being smart by betting on multiple technologies instead of going all in on EVs? Or are they being too cautious while the rest of the industry speeds ahead? Would you drive a hydrogen car if it meant fast refueling and zero emissions? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the future of cars.